Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. All right, this is going to be some spirit messages and kind of the current energy and what might be going on over the next few days. And I'm just going to kind of talk about it. I'm not really playing cards. I'm just telling you what I've been observing pattern-wise and collective energy I've been feeling. So there are a lot of triggers. There's a lot of endings and closure right now. You're going to be getting little bits of like clarity and epiphanies to kind of help you with solidifying what you already know, to help you accepting it and understanding it a little bit better. There's a bunch of like fears coming up. So kind of like the last minute fears, the sludge, I like to call it. It's like the murky, like sludgy shit at the end where once you get rid of that, like it's clear. That's kind of what's going on. So one of the pieces of advice I have for that is don't fucking chase. Do what you've already learned, sit and attract, sit in the discomfort, sit in the fear, sit in it, okay? This especially has to do with financial stuff. So a lot of people are going to be stepping into their spiritual path this month, which is like them doing things that are aligned with them. So you might be like losing jobs, or you might be like really sick and tired of your job, or ending your career, or things that you've always done. And you have these ideas of what you want and you're going to be manifesting them. And a lot of people, it's going to be November and December where it's going to be coming in, and you're going to be getting kind of like the spiritual like push to get your ass going, a little light up your ass, a little anger, a little fire, a little trigger, whatever it's going to be to get your ass moving with stuff. Okay, it will naturally happen for you whenever it's meant to. But all those residual fears and those blockages and the ego walls and all this shit are coming up. Spirit's also saying relationships too. So any type of ego walls, fears, anything like that that's preventing you from being in a healthy, committed relationship is also coming up at this time as well. It's probably already been coming up, and it's going to be coming up over the next few days. You're going to be ending those old cycles, and once you end those old cycles, you're going to be stepping into the new. So some of you, it's definitely going to be those soulmate relationships we've been talking about for a while. Some of you, it's going to be your soul path, which sometimes it's both. It's your soulmate relationship and some type of career, or some type of business, or something else other than most of the time what you're doing. And it's things that you're really passionate about, you really love, like you really enjoy, that gives you the flexibility, that gives you the freedom to do what you want. So that's going to be opening up. You can energetically and intuitively feel it. There's a lot of energy in the physical body right now where you're not feeling it yourself, feeling very uncomfortable. Some of you are going into past energy and clearing that. And what's interesting, and what they're saying to me, is some of that discomfort you're feeling is how you used to be, how your energy used to feel. And it's clearing all that so it can make way. And they're showing me like just the sludge, like that heavy energy, the dark energy, the stuff that like the shadow, basically, if you want to call it in energy in our body, the shadow energy, or our energetic field, the shadow energy is being brought to light. It's being transmuted to light at this point. So again, you might be having a lot of physical energy symptoms. There's a lot of weird shifts going on where you don't feel like yourself, and then you do. You feel intuitive, and then you don't. You feel kind of like chaotic, different emotions and stuff coming up. Digestive issues, sleep issues. I know for me, I can't sleep until like after 5. I woke up, I think, before my alarm, and I could actually feel all this like jittery anxiety energy in my body before I even like woke up. And then I woke up, I'm tired as shit, but like I can't sleep. So after I leave here, I'm going to definitely go lay down and rest and just rest my physical body and like let this stuff integrate. But then you might be getting bouts of like feeling really just exhausted and tired. I got the dizziness going on right now. So we got the dizziness too. There's a lot. This is not medical advice, just to explain to you some of the symptoms that you might be having or things that are coming up. Just a lot of jittery energy, heaviness in your like body in different areas. Heads, it's just all over. Honestly, it's just all over. So just like leave it at that. But that is clearing different things, and as it's clearing that old stuck energy, it's integrating this new light energy with it. So it's almost like very uncomfortable. And I actually felt this earlier. It's almost this old conflict between the old version of you and the new version of you. And they're saying ego death. So a lot of you guys might be going through the ego death, where the old version of you is still trying to like cling and hold on to familiarity and what you know. Even though it's not really safe, we like to refer to it as safe because we know what it is. So we know how to handle shit when it comes up. You already know how to handle the new. You've already literally been preparing for this for years, and some of you months, some of you years, and that's why it's taken so long. So the new version's like, no, we're not doing this old bullshit. So all the energy is coming up, the thoughts are coming up, the conflicts coming up, the feelings are coming up. Some of you are also integrating into your new energetic gifts at the same time that you're releasing old conditioning and old wounds. So some of the stuff that might be coming up is very weird, not really like yourself, some weird shit. Like you could be thinking of something and then you get hit with a thought or this weird energy. And when you feel into it, you're like, wait, this is not how I feel. This is not even how I felt in the past. And you know that, okay, this is not mine. Maybe you're transmuting energy or shifting energy for somebody or something like that. So there's a lot with that. I forgot if I said this or not, but I did start saying it. I don't think I finished. Okay, that chasing energy I was talking about. So a lot of people are in that financial energy right now where they're not making a lot of money, or they lost their jobs, or they're wanting to start a business or do something, but they feel like they don't have the money to do it, or they're scared to invest in it, or whatever. This is what you're working through, financial fears, okay? Don't do anything that's out of alignment. Don't chase money. Sit in your energy, work on your fucking trauma, work on what you are feeling in the moment, focus on present moment and what you're feeling, and whenever it's ready for you, you will energetically have the passion, the motivation, the drive to do whatever it is that you want. Promise, you will have that. If you don't have it right now, you're not supposed to have it, which means you're supposed to be focusing on whatever is coming up for you and feeling. Don't go fucking chase it because you're scared money's not going to come in. That actually blocks it more. It blocks it more. Same with romance too, but whatever it is, it blocks it more. A lot of you guys are working on like the root sacral chakra type stuff right now, relating to those things that are manifesting for us this month and next month. So I know I already said this, it's like clearing all the old, but try your hardest, like when you don't understand something or know something, listen to like your thoughts and hear the ego, and listen to the fear and see what you're telling yourself and go, is this my intuition or not? Because as you're going into the new, a lot of times the inner child, the ego, feels very unsafe, and it will create all these thoughts and all these feelings based on shit from the past. If it's coming up, don't ignore it and be like, no, you're so annoying, why am I always thinking like this, or whatever. Say compassionately and patiently with yourself, why am I thinking of this? What's going on? What am I afraid of? What is the fear? What is the worry? What's, whatever. And go into it and give it love and give it patience and give it compassion and help it heal so you can actually release it. So you can see it for what it is instead of getting mad at it and being irritated. See it for what it is. There are a lot of shifts going on behind the scenes right now. Like they are showing me there's a lot of shifts going on behind the scenes right now. You probably will be feeling that. It might be really weird because you can feel the like near future, but you're in the present right now. And they're not in alignment, obviously. Because if they were, you would already be in the energy you're supposed to be in the future, right? So you can kind of feel what's coming, but then of course, now we're having to trust our intuition. We're having to trust our inner knowing, which most of us haven't done, or we've thought we did, but we were actually following trauma. So that's kind of coming up to also solidify, what is it that you know? Follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow what do I actually want? Not the trauma, what I truly want that I always run away from or I'm afraid of, and actually just sit in the discomfort of not knowing how it's going to happen, not knowing when it's going to happen. Sit and just be. Like, we're not knowing for a reason. We don't know how okay, let me explain this. We already know some of what's coming, right? We already have bits and pieces of what's coming. We don't have the full picture, so we don't really know when it's coming, how it's coming, or what it's going to look like. We just know a piece of what's coming, a piece of this, and a piece of this. But we don't have the full puzzle. We don't see how it's going to unfold. We don't know when it's going to unfold. We don't know what we need to do for that, because you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be focusing on the present and trusting that as long as you're doing what's right for you and you're healing and you're releasing shit that's blocking it, it's going to naturally come in. But the way that we've felt it and seen it for the future looks so different than the now. So the ego's like, what the hell? Because I don't understand, if things are still like this, how are they going to be like this in the future, especially in like the next few days, few weeks? Like, how is it going to be like that? You don't need to worry about it, because it's already working out behind the scenes, because some of what's going on right now is just old shit releasing, just awareness, just healing. And like I said, a lot of you guys are ending cycles. I'm seeing November 17th. So last night I did a reading where I actually pulled cards. They had said to me November 9th through the 11th, ending cycles. They said November 17th to me. And I don't really know what it is that's going to happen on that day. I don't know if it's just going to be a transition or what it's going to be, but it definitely feels like this transition kind of started yesterday, like where we're about to like get that fire up our ass to like move forward. We are still tired, but we're getting that motivation, we're getting that energy, we're getting that passion, we're getting that excitement, like the buildup of it for whatever is going to come. So your thoughts might be going back to those old things that you've kind of like tried to be chill with or released. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought where I was going with that. But just try your hardest as you're working through this to realize it's actually 11:11. It's actually bringing you where you want to go. Is bringing you to what you need. You don't need to overwork. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to plan it. You don't need to figure it out. Just do whatever is coming up for you in the moment. Do whatever feels in alignment. And when I say whatever feels in alignment, see what you're feeling like. What am I feeling like? What is it that I want to do? Not what I need to do. What do I want to do right now? And then do that. And if you don't feel like doing anything, then don't do anything. Some of us are supposed to be resting. Some of us are supposed to be doing other things. Like, it's different for everybody. I know for me, I keep going. I'm like, ooh, I want to do something, and I'll do a little bit, and then I'm fucking exhausted, and then I'm like, okay, I need to rest. Like, I can feel the difference, and then I'm like, okay, I'm like, ooh, I really want to do this video and talk about this, and probably like right afterward, I'm going to be like drained as fuck, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to rest. So we're going in and out of different energies. That's what I mean. Do whatever is aligning for you, whatever you're being pulled to, do that and nothing else, okay? Anything else you're trying to chase out of fear, and it's going to keep running away. Going to keep running away if you sit. Think about, like, I hate saying this because it's kind of whatever, but like, think about like a predator, right? A predator doesn't chase. A predator sits and waits patiently for the prey to come to them, and then they just grab it. They don't waste their energy. They don't waste their time. They know they don't need to overwork that. They're confident in their ability and their skills that it will just come to them, and it just comes. Same thing with you. We always think we got to work and overwork and do all this shit. We don't actually do. We don't actually have to. So, the other thing I will say is just make sure you're clearing your energy regularly and you're grounding regularly, because there's a lot of shifts throughout the day and you're picking up a lot of energy through other people, social media, even TV and stuff like that, through radio. You can actually pick up energy from everywhere. A lot of us are being like, the energy's magnetizing to us. Like, as we're going into our light, we're like magnetically attracting kind of everything right now. So make sure you're regularly clearing your energy, taking like salt baths or showers, going outside, putting your feet in the dirt and like grounding. Just make sure you're self-caring and like taking care of you. So if your mind's not okay, processing your feelings, whatever the hell you know you need, do it. That's it. Do it. Like, do whatever is good for you. And like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. They said, how do you clear energy? Spirit just was like, okay. I say prayers. I pray to certain energies and ask them to clear my energy. I intuitively do it. So sometimes I'll actually just like start like doing like energy, like stuff in front of my body and like cutting cords and like throwing energy away. I know it sounds weird. I only do that once in a while whenever I intuitively feel that. But even you can go take a bath and use Epsom salts, which helps clear your energy. You can take a shower and picture, as the water is coming on your top of your head, picture your energy clearing. You can meditate and clear your energy. You can use certain crystals like selenite, actually absorbs energy and clears energy, or actually I have black tourmaline right here too. I'm at the store. I have these on my desk. Oh shit, I just threw my selenite. That one I use when I have other people's heavy ass energy that comes in here. I'm like breathing their shit out. But yeah, this actually clears energy. This blocks like negative energy and stuff. So you can use crystals, kind of find whatever just naturally works for you. So I hope that this helps, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day.